Big BH2000 here. Several people have been asking me for some HDPE shooters, specifically a slightly smaller version of the Chalice by Day Hiker. So here we go. I had the HDPE some time back. Here's three for now. Green and white, black and yellow, blue, technically red, but it looks more orange and white. What I do with my HDPE is I melt it, then plane it down till it's smooth on both sides and no bubbles. So as you can see, the yellow one is a touch thicker. The green one and the Americana one are very similar. After I run them through the router, I usually drill a lanyard hole. I'll put lanyards on these, and then I put a hole up here. This hole can be used for multiple things. You can stick, if you put tubes on top, you can stick the bands, the ties through and twist them. I've got a video on that. Or you can use the method that you'll shoot your eye out, Matt created or uses. It's basically the Chicago screw. For those who don't know, you know, Chicago screw consists of one end that's like that, and then you screw in the other end. You buy these. They're in the Home Depot section. If you go to the connections section, you'll find all those drawers. These are in there, 3/16 neoprene washers. Basically they're rubber. Okay, real good stuff. I think they come in packs of 4. I usually only put them on one side. What you do is you take your bands. He has a real thing. You just fold the end on your bands, put a little nick in it with a knife. Put the neoprene washer on first. Slide the band over the top, and then the band sits between the rubber washer and the plastic. And then you just tighten it down with whatever, a penny, your fingernail, whatever, and then you just pull them over the top. You can also just use these as is and just do a wrap around. I actually have a video on how to wrap what I refer to as quote unquote slippery forks. So you can tie them on that way as well. I've also done where I do, you know, Toddy's tying method, where he loops the tie around the band and then pushes it through the hole, and then ties, you know, pushes the tie through the hole and then ties it around. I've done that with flat bands too. It just bunches them a little bit at the thing. I've noticed no difference in performance of the bands. Or you can just put a set of loop tubes through here and then tie them at the pouch later. I would not advise cutting this on HDPE. But anyway, here's 3 of them. They can come with or without the attachment method. You put your own lanyard on if you want. But anyway, this one's a little thicker, a little heftier, you know, a little more solid hold. Once again, you can determine which side you want to put these. They're both, you choose whichever side you want. If you want to hold them like this so that the band is out of the way, so that the wrist brace is out of the way, you can. If you want to hold it this way, just flip the screws the other way around and go for it. You don't like the screws, just leave them off and do it the other way. Anyway, these are up for grabs, guys. Send me a message if you're interested.